Good evening, everyone. Time for another World Cup game. This time we have a mind blank. Poland versus UK, I believe. Wait, this is the wrong screen from yesterday. Oh, Ivan, focus. So yep, we don't need this. Now, yes, we have Poland versus United Kingdom. Is going to be Radek playing Lannister versus Matslade playing Mystery Knight. And the Mystery Knight for UK is Targaryen House with the red door. And the one deck is Banner Kraken. We all know Radek is a big fan of shadows, so he's playing a shadow deck, and to no one's surprises. And while I'm at it, so let's see just the positions. But the country fox, and we'll be able to go. So while we wait the game to start and exchange pleasantries, one banner of the Kraken is basically recycling Night Flyers, Nighttime Marauders to have your opponent have a miserable time. That's the gist of the deck. So we have at the gates, one from the Iron Bank, March to the Wall, first of Winter, trading with the Pentoshi, War Duhelis, War Morgulis. It's a common practice now for all shadow decks to run 2 big economy plots, and everything else is basically resets. And we see adaptation from the Targaryen player. So instead of Dragon Pit, he switched to Marine for his house with the red door. Considering he's playing versus a hand attrition deck, this makes a lot of sense. But this could also be... oh no, it cannot be discarded by Nightfire, right? That says discard. Discard, yep. So yeah, this cannot be discarded. And basically... just figuring out some... yeah, because marshalling will be very crucial. Yeah. For both of decks. So they have the Matt wants to just align a little bit at the beginning, and that's it. So Matt's deck, Estudio do Drogo. At the gates, Blood of the Dragon, Late Summer Feast, March to the Wall, Siege Preparations, War of Hades, and You Know You Die. That is basically after You Know You Die, you play Siege Prep. And then Late Summer Feast is a setup plot. This will be, looks like maybe a little bit slower game, but we'll see. Both decks don't have any power reach, they just depend on attrition. Yeah. So quick look, there is a single copy of a spicy Mukoro in the Wani Kraken. Both copies of Varys in the deck. What else? I'm not sure why the decks are running the Body Cup. I don't know, but we have 2 copies of the Body Cup in the deck. 3 times Clever Fate, 3 times Iron Bank we have it due, and then a single Poison Coin and a single Hand Judgment. Everything else is pretty much Bowels, copy of Alchemist Guild Hall, 3 copies of Red Keep, which is the restricted card for the Wani. And yeah, for the Targaryen, as we see, Marine. There will be a lot of P in the chat, guys. Nothing you can do. So looks like a good setup for both sides. This is as good as you maybe can get it. Both players will probably open at the gates because the economy is very crucial for both decks. Although the Targaryen house with the red door opener with at the gates into Gates of the Moon could be a little bit scary if this card is a Nighttime Marauders. And he goes directly into Late Summer Feast, so he does wanna start off a little setup, or his hand is very heavy. We'll see which of it is. And first player we have Radek, who is on top, and he's playing for Poland. And quickly find pawn fuck, and that should be this. And quickly find the UK fuck, and that should be this. Okay. So, and why is my camera online? Now my camera is not online. Yep. And we are heading directly into the first turn. And now I have to find my chat. I quote my chat. Professional streamer right here, guys. Professional stream manager. Welcome everyone that wanted join us tonight for the game. I know I haven't been streaming much lately, but I blame it on Path of Exile. For those of you that are aware what that is. Yep, all the blame is there. And they directly mentioned that no action this time immediately. So it will be a straight up filling the shadow area. Yeah, a very slow game while they were waiting. So we have Daenerys, so a lot of burn will be probably happening, cast in shadow. And let's see if we're gonna see a Marine trigger, although it's a little bit early. Oh, but looks like due for Viserion. And we have Drogo and another Stormcrow discarded, so that's a very happy hit right there. Although it's a little bit early for Drogo in the deck, so let's see. There is only one copy of Shadow Joro in the deck and three copies of Missandei, so I'm surprised what he was. I'm not sure what exactly he was looking for to hit here. With three copies of Joro, I would assume that even marshalling phase or like makes more sense with Mirin. We see Dragon Slave immediately killing the Queen's Assassin. Or maybe we will see a Alchemist Guild Hall trigger. Nope. Daniel just kills him. And this stops the challenge. Now the question is what are we going to see this end, but maybe all the challenges. Intrigue to get this Dragon Slave back to hand. But then he will be 2 cards over reserve, so he will have to discard some. Also giving hard cards to your opponent, not the best idea I would say. Was there a close call in the deck? No, there is no close call in the deck. And not a bad hit there. actually a very good hit. Military, any power challenges. Looks like Matt is gonna do all the challenges. Oh, with bolt. Why bolt? What could be in shadow? So for 5, there isn't any form of location removal, so I'm not sure why he went with both characters. But this way he's going to give him the dominance and get the power of his faction card. And also giving one less card, so not a bad one there. So going back into second round, we see Alchemist Guild's Call cancels Missandei. And so the Dragon Slave was not returned to the hand. Understandably, that would have forced another discard. Now let's see what the next spots could be. Probably for the Targaryen could be. Actually, yeah, I was about to say almost saying, but the gates makes more sense. I didn't expect the Morgurlis this early, but looks like he really doesn't have way to take care of Dany. Other than that, and the economy is not that great to go into a early Vower. So this is basically another dead turn, although 6 gold is on the fence. Let's see how many cheap characters there are with some type of icons. So we have Blackwater Raiders, not exactly cheap. So against Daughter, Nefarious Acolyte. So I'm looking what is 2 or less. Old Billbone, Penny of course, and although Mandan could prove to be a pain if he is in shadows. And then the Regent cards, which are basically free if there is a big character on the board. Oh. And another card in shadow for the Targaryen side. So quickly let's check what is. And Targaryen has in shadow actually a lot of stuff. We have Aegon, Hired Assassin, a single copy of Old Billbone, Shadow Jorah, Shadow Black Assassins, and that's all the shadow that there is. And then Shadow of the East for a shadow event. We see Radek put another card in shadow and finish his marshalling there. Discarded cards, we have Illyrio Estate and Dario. So after Dimirin trigger, he only found Illyrio Estate, which isn't that great. And now the question is how scary this 5 gold is on the one side. Aegon is going to find. Is there another copy of Dario? There is only a single copy of Dario, so I assume Aegon is going to find a hired assassin. Or Audio Bomb also works. I just realized something and ignored my stupidity, so Dragon Pit would have never worked in this matchup just because of how many shadow cards that deck is running, so of course you put Mirin here. On the house with the red door. Took me some time, as always. We see Cersei discarded at random. I will definitely do the power challenge with Viserys. We see Cat's Paw going to jump him. Yep. And at least now there isn't enough gold for all the other shenanigans, although a iron bank on the Cat's Paw will give 2 gold, which is enough for Mandam. But I'm sure we're going to see a military challenge with the Zerian probably. Oh, Blue Bone. Okay, so he's probably saving them for a burn. I will be strongly inclined to try and get the Dragon Slave back to my hand. Yep, as mentioned, Iron Bank. Returning the Cat's again. Considering how many cheap characters are, that Cat's could prove to be a nightmare. But then again, there is the option to run the Blood of the Dragon, where it dies immediately when it comes out of Shadow. And we see the end of the challenges phase for the Targaryen side. Let's see, can I do this? It would be better while they are doing challenges. The packs are not proportional to the pot, so this is fine, but the UK one is not, but we cannot see the name of the players. This is going like here. Yeah, this looks like fine. And to see the number of pot plays left. The body cup, discarded for plate, discarded for reserve. Yep. Okay, I'm happy with this. Now, I think there's a bit. You can see botness and stuff. Looks like now the players are deliberating what they're going to play. So I assume Radek was thinking into first snow or March. But March is not that great of a choice here, considering that also the use of Aegon, but then again, there are not that many targets left in the deck for Aegon. And to see you win or you die into first snow. That's a very early you win or you die if you ask me, but with especially with 9 cards in hand and basically no economy, a rather brave play. And consider, and now you gave your opponent the first choice, so this makes you a prime target for Nighttime Marauders. Although I'm not sure we are going to see them show their ugly face. I'm not 100% sure. The 2-cost SWAT is key here. Other than that, I don't think you have to aim for the big guys because Danny is dead and other copies of these guys. I don't think they will be that impactful. Okay, pass, pass. And that's it. So again, the crucial 5 gold. Maybe I should have. Plaza to get extra mileage out of AGoT, assumably. So, who do you think is favorite here? Both decks are pretty slow. We both know them very well. We've seen them play quite a lot. Marine trigger in marshalling. I'm not sure what he is fishing for. I will see a card marshaled into shadow. And another one. I'm curious what could be marshaled because there are no attachments in the attack and we see Dracar is discarded. Not a huge loss for this turn. There are no Marines market in the Bulgarian deck, so recycle your events. Looks like no challenges for Radek. So he will be just waiting in the shadows to launch his attack. Next turn is going to be siege prep for the Bulgarian side. 10 cards. So covered warriors come out of shadows. What do they? Oh, there are two copies of them. Come out of shadow discarding Daenerys. So I assume this is going to be an inter challenge with both of them. Oh, so I would have forced both of them. Considering you have Plaza of Pride, few for days. Force your opponent to defend the inter challenge because 2 cards out of hand and going into you. Okay, so he decided not to even defend it. So is he saving for the power? And discarded cards are Tyrio and another copy of the Body Cup. Yeah. My ever thoughtful wife brought me my glasses. You see Heart Assassin and killing, probably killing something. Blackwater Raiders. Not the hit that you would wanna do, probably like Cersei, Tyrion is a lot more important. But still this is still good. There is evocation there, although I don't think it's going to do much good. But it was there. And Roberto. We knew Roberto is there. I mean, no one to... I'm surprised he didn't stop the inter challenge. I feel like that was the more important one at this stage, although probably Radek is just defending every bit of power he can get his hands on. Welcome everyone in chat. I see we are gathering a little bit more crowd. We see Dracar is discarded. I wonder if he's going to try and kill the Roberto. Looks like he's going to try and kill Roberto. It's going to cost just a few cards, like 3. But considering he's using his full hand, maybe it's a fair trade. So, yep. I expect to see the Incinerate coming down now. Yep, there it is. The question is there a hate judgment in those 3 cards there? There is a 1 copy in the 1 list. Looks like no. And we see all the cards discarded. So Viserion, Dracarys, Drogon, Shadow of the East for -8. And Robert is Clever Feint immediately. Back into Shadow. So it wasn't a, but there was a Clever Feint there, so. You good. And unopposed military. When Dominus will go to Mat. 7-2, and the game is just beginning. Let's see what else was working in Mat's hand. Probably it's time for another Missandei or Jorah. And Viserys and Crown of Gold. And then Incinerate. Oof, that was a very loaded hand. Now I'm expecting to see a March probably, or a big economy pot, probably trading into siege prep, although that's not something that you would probably want to do. But I feel like it's time for trading or loan, although loan may be a little bit too early for it. But trading is definitely an option. And he's going to play into, yep, so trading into siege prep. And let's see if Radek will want to go first here. Nope. You see that is not the case. Illyrio State was level base port. Gonna grant a little bit of gold. And definitely time for a Marine trigger. Yep. And now we wait for the marshalling. Nothing. So what's the possibility of him drawing into any of this? I don't think that is the case. I'm surprised nothing was marshaled. You see Penny brought out of shadow for. Oh no, he was just straight up marshaled on the board. And for Mirin, we see. Why was Astapor not marshaled? It would have cost at 5. But maybe he's now aware that there is definitely net fire somewhere in shadow. How is it going to be so? This is like maybe waste resources in his mind. And pretty much a dead draw currently, which sucks to be you. Not much of action in the game. But fortunately, that's the nature of the decks. Looks like the constant protection of power will pay off, and Radek will be able to drag the game down. Also, Matt is slowly decking himself. He is like 12 cards ahead in card draw. And you see an intrigue challenge. Roberto coming to say hi. Waiting for them to pass through the action windows. Oh, waiting for ages. Now the question is the last card. We see Shadow Assassin coming out. Unfortunately, no target aside from Third Assassin, but that's not something that you would like to do. And Drugon ambushed. Although, unfortunately, there is Alchemist Guild Hold on the other side, so they're still in the challenge resolution for the inter challenge. And time for the military, a big military challenge with everyone. And as expected, Mandon killing the hard assassin. And this is currently 9 to 12. The question is, will the challenge be defended or just he will let it unopposed? Let Penny bite the dust and cancel Drogon's reaction with Ultimate Beautiful. Oh, looks like he wants to defend it, so probably this is Iron Bank then. The only thing that makes sense now is that this is Iron Bank. Or he's just going to do the power challenge and leave it at it. I think... oh no, Old Billbone is not dead. That could be Old Billbone, yep. To stop any shenanigans from here. We see a card draw. And we see end of the challenges phase. Power challenge, as expected. No way to counteract it. And we see poison coin played on dragon. So he will not be here to stay. That penny proving very useful and strong in this situation. Sorry about that if you heard the car. I'm not sure what else could be in shadow. There could be a bastard Hagen's daughter there, but that's not gonna win the dominance. Currently dominance is tie. Yep. Towards the end of the challenge. 4 to 6, and we are going into the 5th round. Siege prep, filling the hand. Very important not to miss this, because it could happen. Same way with the prince who came too late, they are both actions and you can miss them if you forget about them. And to see a clever feint used immediately to protect OD and reuse OD shot. So that was a very lucky draw from the wine gate, or it was there. So now definitely we won't see more Gullis. I would probably be tempted to play Boda the Dragon here. And even a single copy of Dragon is no Slave could prove very key and impactful. So I expect to see March. Was one actually running March? I think there is a single copy of March in the one deck, and there is a March in the Targaryen deck. So definitely not a... oh, wow. So what's left for the one Easter? Then we have March of the Wall and VD, and for the Targaryen is Morgulis and March. Right. Looks like both marches may meet each other. First place is gonna be Radek. Card in Shadow. Everyday port for AGoT. I feel like we are going to see Marauders finally. Another card in shadow. The Nighttime Marauders comes out, so gonna be probably cost 2. The triggering condition here. So he chose cost 3. We see Shadow Black Assassin, the only thing that he managed to hit. Then we have Missandei. Daenerys, she is dead, but Blood of the Dragon will be active for next turn actually. And again, Dragon is not slave. Rose Road, Favor Vapor. So as I was saying, probably the cost 2 was better. Yep, I think cost 2 was better. But those Shadow Black Assassins are very strong on this turn. I wonder what was the reasoning behind the 3 cost. I'm not sure there is any target that could be hit there. Zero successful Favor Vapor. Going to return a AGoT immediately. Missandei is alive. Marine is 16 cards left, so I will be a little bit worried if I was in this situation. Pego is a very good hit. Fine, and then the unfortunately still no power icon anywhere to be seen. And whatever challenge is made is gonna be bonked by the Robert Strong. And you see Alchemist Guild Vault cancelling Missandei for a second time. And another copy of Drugon discarded. So now the question is there another copy of Nighttime Marauders to hit the to cost so no challenges for Radek. I feel like this should be probably burned down, but I'm not entirely sure if that is the correct action. Now the next two plots are Duheris and March, both of them are for gold, so it will be 3 with the 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Still a lot of gold on the board. And we see that Matt is not giving up, so he will force Radek to waste resources here. The intrigue challenge for 3. I'm surprised we didn't see the power challenge. I mean, force him to waste resources here with the second copy of Dragon Slave. I don't see any problem with that. Another copy of Nighttime Marauders. Now this is going to hit cost 1. Why 1? Oh, yep, 1 makes sense. Because, oh no, it doesn't. There is no Viserys in shadow. And we see Missandei. So at least Missandei is going to win the power challenge, it feels like, because now this has to be defended. Although not this trick. No goat shenanigans, so Roberto is staying in shadows. Probably Mandan could come out. Yep. Discard or kill. So Daenerys and Rose are discarded. And there is, I believe, one more Rose in hand, and Dragon is on slave. So the inter challenge is just to pause, and Mukoro is discarded, not that big of a hit. Now the question is, are we going to see a military challenge now? Yep. And I assume with both characters, this means that Mandan is probably, or not, I was about to say going to die, but then the Regent Guard is here to help, and with the boat standing nighttime marauders, Missandei will not win the power challenge. I don't expect to see any of those marauders staying alive. Yep. And we still see the power challenge. Now the question is, does Radek want to lose one of those characters? But that's basically what this means, and we're going to see him see that happen. So yep. Dragon is no slave. Unfortunately, that's not enough to win the challenge. And another coward wallet is discarded thanks to the pillage. And dominant goes to Matt. I feel like we are in this score for like past 3 turns. And so Matt is definitely going to march here. The question is, what will Radek play? And the last card here is a Rose Road. I'm sure it's Rose Road. Yep. It is. And we see double march. You see the always so important power icon saved. So what do we know is in shadow? In hand we have Mandon, we have Penny, we have Sir Robert Strong, and no idea of anything else. At least I don't recall. Slavers pay, so now the slaver pay ports will start paying for themselves. And we see casting shadow. Mirroring trigger. I'm surprised Radic is constantly letting Mad go first. Oh, that's a big draw here. Question what's in hand. And to under see short play. So 8 gold. So here, although was spot for Matis Murgulis, I was about to say the draw can finish the game off, but no. The Murgulis is going to come and bite very hard. And the last spot for Radic is the Harris. He's gonna get the initiative there. Looks like that's it. Direct enters the marshalling, so intrigue challenge. Robert, of course. Stopping the challenge. Now the question is, are we going to see a power with both Missandei and Caldrogo? And if there is a how many? There are 2 copies of Iron Bank and 2 copies of Air Feint already used, so there is a one of both left in the deck. One of each. English. Now I completely missed if Mandan is in shadow or not. I feel like he should be. I'm pretty sure we have to see a power challenge here. 100%. I'm not sure what's taking so long at this stage. And looks like he opted for a military challenge. That's an interesting choice. Maybe he has enough cards to stand him. And Drogo, considering Missandei, if there is Mandan in shadow, is going to be. And looks like he's pushing his luck, so. Marine discarded, okay. And Khal Drogo. Now the question is, what's the last card in shadow? I think it's another assassin, or it could be Jorah. Yep. And this will be enough for a military pressure just because. Oh, we see power. I'm not sure about this. So looks like the third copy fire bank was found. And now this will give a ton of options, but I don't think there is anything that can stop me Sunday. I assume they're going. Oh, that could stop me Sunday. Definitely. So the second copy of Blackwater Raiders. Military challenge with both. I'm not sure why this is done in that way. There could be another power icon in shadows. So I would have considered maybe protecting my power here just because I know I'm going to Morgulis myself. Oops, sorry about that. And he didn't take it there now. Penny coming out of shadows and stealthing for the power challenge. Okay, so this makes no sense then. Yeah, it was the correct choice to go. I forgot about Penny. So Robert is in hand. Yep, I'm pretty sure Mandan is somewhere there as well. And we see a power challenge, and the game is equal. It's tie now. So the question is, why didn't Cow Draw do the power challenge? At least that's my question. And now with type of dominance, alchemist goes out from out of shadow. Now with Astapor, I think it's a game for Wani. I don't think how the Targaryen gonna crawl out of this after the Morgulis. Of course, Rai's gonna choose himself and let Valar go first. So no marshalling for Radek. Oh no, he just put a card in shadow. Sever Bayport for gazillion of golds. And maybe pass. I don't think we're gonna see. Oh, a card in shadow. I don't think we're gonna see any more marine triggers. Although maybe they will not be necessary. They will not be necessary. So Old Billbone going to new the faction card. Gonna do an intro challenge probably. In that last card in hand. see unopposed, and the card enchant is a copy of Detrago. We know that Targaryen is running only a single copy of Fire and Blood, and it was already discarded a lot earlier. And the question is there a power icon in Shadows? Penny died finally, although he did quite some work, killed Drogon, won few power challenges, more than you want at this stage. Dominant goes to Matt, and it's 7 to 7. Looks like we are at 7 power for ages. Now the question is, are we gonna see a siege prep now for Matt? And which means he is gonna deck himself immediately. If he triggers the... Oh my... Is the camera picking it? I am so sorry if someone went dead from that. But yeah. We live with this everyday night here for the summer. Not the greatest feeling. So Matt's gonna play you win or you die actually. What am I talking about? And oh, March into the gates. So and Tardek is going to continue tuning his deck. He's just at the halfway point, and Matt is at the last stretch of his few cards in the deck. And we see Radek chosen to be first player. This is taking forever. I do hope you're enjoying the game. It's a lot of back and forth shenanigans, actually a lot of outplaying. Oh, and the nail in the coffin just showed up. It will be port, not cancelled. Ooh, why wasn't the other flavor by port triggered? Ah, okay, so now it's not much. And not cancelled. And the question is who is going to get the power icon first, I think. There is, I think, only one native power icon I can think in Matt's deck, which is Jorah. And I feel like he's going to work in Shadow for quite some time. This is the discard pile, so that pile. Yep, I think Jorah is the only last native power icon in the deck. Let me quickly check. Oh, Viserion actually is a power icon and he's still not dead. How many copies are in the discard pile? Only once. No, two, so there is one copy of Viserion in the deck. And after that, Dany is dead, Drogon is dead, Drogo is dead, Sandy is dead. Oh, is she actually? I think she's dead. So yeah, Jorah and the single copy of Viserion are the last power icons. So looks like a little bit of a uphill battle from here. And considering that Astapor can definitely handle both of those characters. Oh no! No, Jorah is at 4th strength. Sorry about that. So, yep. Joro can survive a Astapor, but he cannot survive Sir Robert Strong. 8 to 7 and dominance will go here. I was track if the last card in shadow is Robert or not. I assume it is. So yep, Joro was in shadows. And a brave marine trigger. So if he now draws into his last Viserion, well, at least he's gonna draw it next turn. Or he could stylishly lose in. I mean, for the next few turns, Radek doesn't have to do anything and let Mark just take himself. I think we're gonna see you in or die next turn. We haven't seen someone deck himself in this. There was a village deck last year in the cut. Mule deck actually. It was basically a mule deck with Dragon Tails, etc. But yep. So and discarded cards for the 3 events. We see Mandan coming out of shadow, so looks like he was in shadow to take care of Joro. And now the question is, will Mark play You Win or You Die or not? To go with style. No! So he's going to hang for another turn, but he's gonna lose in the draw phase immediately. So this is his last turn. Or a pillage. There is one more copy in the deck of Nighttime Marauder, so they could pillage the last card. Right? Yep, there is one more copy of Nighttime Marauders that could pillage. Oh, he marines himself. Okay. Great game. Very methodical. A lot of. I assume they'll want like 1,000 decision points between both players, but Radek played it very compact. So, yep. The strength of shadows. Looks like shadows are here to stay with this shenanigans nightmare. Or I think the main culprit is Clever Feint. Honestly. But hey. So thanks everyone for joining for this hour-long game. I hope you enjoyed it. There was not a lot of action that we could see. Yep, a very intense matchup. So thanks everyone for joining me, and we'll see you probably tomorrow. There are a few games tomorrow that I know of. And for today, I'm going to rest. Thank you all for joining, and bye bye.